Minister, I welcome this chance because I think it's the first time that I've taken part in a housing debate in the New Dáil where you've been here, and so it's very important that we get these points home to you. I've also been outside, and I've also looking forward to a huge turnout on the 5th of July for the CATU protest, because young people in this country are in despair, Minister. They're sleeping in cars to stay in college because they can't get accommodation, or they're dropping out of college. They're afterwards not able to get an independent life. We've student teachers, nurses just heading straight to Australia. And the knock-on impact throughout society is just incredible. The CDNT waiting lists are directly related. 1 in 3 of those vacancies can't be filled. And one thing I'll never forgive is the oxygen that you're given to the far right by refusing to tackle the housing crisis. In diverse communities that I represent, so many people are living in fear because of the hate and division that's been stoked up where minorities are being targeted. I want to focus on solutions because you say that we don't have them. Well, making the private rented sector more attractive for investment funds is not the solution. Taking away indefinite tenancies, opening up the prospect of instability after 6 years, allowing new build apartments to put rents beyond 2% and put them at a rate of inflation, and voluntary exit potentially leading to rent hikes, particularly for students. That's going to be a disaster. Now, you mentioned solutions. I dug out this report, Minister, from 9 years ago that I wrote after spending a hell of a lot of hours on a special housing committee that was set up by the Dáil, all party, etc. Hundreds of hours, I would say, was spent on that committee, and none of the issues were actually really adopted in any case. But in that, you mentioned, I would say that I've led to more houses being built without being boastful than yourself. So, for example, Churchfields in Mulhuddard, which you and everybody is citing as being the greatest thing since sliced bread, was put forward by myself and Solidarity councillors in 2017. We got an architect to write a plan. We got a video made by drone. We brought it to Fingal County Council. We said, there's a land bank here that you could be developing. You've got the money, and we outlined how financially it could work with 50% social, 50% affordable. That scheme is now Churchfields, and it's underway. Hundreds of people will be getting homes as a result of it. Not exactly the model I wanted, but, you know, obviously much better than leaving it vacant as was being done. We have the same prospect now in another land bank, Minister, and I want you to take this on board. Fingal County Council have a huge strategic land bank at Scribbletown, Dunsink, where 7,000 homes they've reported could be built. They've asked for 200 million from the government to help get that started. That must not be a long-term project. That should be a short-term project. There should be houses starting on that in 5 years. It's near a rail line. It's got, you know, huge potential. It's got natural wildlife, parklands, etc., that could be developed and provide homes for thousands of workers and young people. You say, where's the money? You have a budget surplus of 10 billion. You have Apple money of 14 billion. Please don't use that as an excuse. There's ample money to build public housing, which is the only way to provide it cheaply and in the supply that's needed.